Hi Jane, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just want to recap on our lesson today. So really impressed with a lot of things. Takeaway's pretty good. Backswing's good position here. Left arm's up, right shoulder, right elbow's terrific. If we look at this lady here on the right, you'll see you and her at this sort of position are very similar. You know, the club head, everything's in a similar position. Now keep an eye on this lady here on the right for me. As she starts down, you know, forget what the club head's doing, but let's focus on this part of the body, the legs. So she's unwinding there. You can see by the scorecard on her back pocket there, you know, look at it turning. It's really aggressive and rotating into it. So when she comes into impact, one, we can see this right foot starting to come off the ground, but we can see how open she is. If we have a look at yourself coming down, we can see how static you are. I mean, the club and line is terrific. Look at the left arm there, like I said to you there. It's almost parallel with the feet, and shaft cuts through the right forearm. Look at this lady as well. Here, exactly the same position as you, bang, bang. So, ticking a lot of boxes there, Jane, but we're just not quite getting a lot out of it, and that's purely, we're just not moving. I think where you've been injured and you're a bit static, this foot hasn't moved at all. Pelvis is still where it started, facing this way, and so's the chest, where this lady, you know, coming into impact here on the right, Sandra, you can see her hips and chest is slightly open coming into impact. So her hips are pointing maybe this way and her chest pointing that way. So it makes such a big difference and much more dynamic move. So if we look at you past impact, we can see here how much you're trying to keep the club face open for impact. But look at this. Look how stuck you are. That's the finish of your golf swing. Pelvis is still pointing that way. Foot hasn't really moved. And you just look stuck and you can do your back in that way. Well, if we look at this lady here on the right again, look at the nice full release. And the key is this foot. Look at this foot. It's pointing straight up. She's got no weight on that leg. It's just balancing. But her pelvis and everything is pointing straight down the middle. How did we fix this for you? So, all we did, really easy, was we made tiny little back swings to, say, this position here. And you had to generate some power. If you're going to swing to there and hit it, you've got to generate power. And you just started to get the feeling that we could turn through it faster and faster and faster. And so you can get a bit of confidence, Jane, and then start giving it a rip. So, get confident. If you start hitting the ground before the ball, it's purely the fact you're not turning early enough in the swing, and that's the only reason you're catching the ground. So I want to see you zipping through that ball a little bit more. Release that foot. Let's get that pelvis down the middle, and you're going to see a massive difference in yardage, strike, and enjoying the game.